Today, in Aham Brahmasmi series, let us explore a few other things about Atman, the self, the individual. We saw that when you are watching a movie, you don't even know that you are watching a movie, so you got engrossed into the movie and you go with the up and down of the movie is the normal behavior of the people who are not aware that this world is an illusion. So for them, everything is reality. They go with the up and down of the characters of the play. Once you understand that this is just a play wherein which the screen has been portrayed a characters which has been projected by the projector, once you have that knowledge, now you start look within where the seeking starting. Once the seeking is started, now you are more interested to know about the projector, because you know that the projector is projecting, it's not outside. All of your lifetime, you always work on the outside people, outside thing. Then once you are tired of the external traveling, you start traveling internally to find out what is this, why is this happening. Once you understood I have to travel internal, then the seeking started. Now you are more interested to know about the projector, how it works, what is going on. Oh, I have everything to explore here rather than looking at the screen. But of course, you will not have the juice of the life of, in the sense, you can watch movie here and there, but at the same time you are now more interested to watch or understand the projector. Now you go through the process. So the absolute reality, the truth, the Brahman has to be realized. For that, the projector has to be looked within to understand itself. So it has a consciousness to understand itself. So the projector can be understood. So we have seen several things in this Aham Brahmasmi series. Today let us explore the Gunas, the three Guna of an Atman. Very broadly divided into three Gunas, which is Tamasiga, Rajasiga and Sattviga Gunas of an Atman. The Brahman is Nirguna. Nirguna means there is no character associated with the Brahman. It is an absolute reality. It's an absolute truth, wherein which no color is added. There is no color. All the thing which comes out of Brahman with the desire, add color to it. That is how these three gunas have been emanated out of Nirguna, the Parabrahman. So, let us explore what is these three gunas and what is that associated with your Atman and how that is affecting you not to see the world as Advaitic experience. Because as I said, more and more you explore within, the more and more you find out why the projection on the screen, why the story is playing accordingly. What is the reason of that story which has been projected on the screen? And the screen is the same, but everybody see different stories. Isn't that amazing? The screen is the same. The life and the earth and everything is the same. But how many billions of people on the planet Earth, that many billion stories are there. Everybody project their own story on the screen, and they consider strongly their story is more difficult than other stories, and they are sure that their story is more tougher and their story is more worth, their story is more stronger than anybody else. So that is the beauty of this world. Please understand, if you know for sure 8 billion stories are existing, that means there is no 8 billion different earth has been projected. There are 8 billion stories have been projected to the same planet Earth, on the same planet Earth, on the plane of life, on that terrain, on the screen, these stories are projected. That's more than enough for you to look within. So, in order to evolve the soul or the consciousness or the awareness or your individual attachment, we have to look within about these 3 gunas. Because as I said, Nirguna, the Brahman has a Nirguna character, which means no character. Nirguna. There is no character associated to it. But when it added with the desire and come out of it, become Atman. That coloring added is giving you a different flavor, and you think you are different from that. So the evolvement will reach you back to the original. How to evolve so that you can understand, you can get rid of those coloring so that you can realize Brahman within you. So the characters have been broadly divided into 3 categories, as I said. One is Tamasiga, Tamasiga means which is more dull and darkness, which is like very innate behavior. It's not moving, it is very dull. That is Tamasiga. People who have laziness, have physical fatigue, they are all exhibiting the Tamasiga Guna. When the Tamasiga Guna is exhibited, they are a little bit dull. They don't want to do more activity. They are like, their mind will not work, their body will not work. They are just, I can say, they are like, couch potatoes. They are like a little lazy about doing things. And everybody has all the 3 gunas, I would say. But what is predominant in you determines your character. From there you can evolve, or you can try to achieve the more to get rid of this guna. Tamasiga Guna is telling you to relax, not to relax, just to be idle, so that nothing interesting you just sit down, your mind is not working, body is not working, you just become dull, you are not using anything, you are basically lazy. Then you have a Rajasiga Guna. Rajasiga Guna is more active hypertension, more chilly, more juicy, more attached to the material. That's a Rajasiga Guna. more aggressive. When you empower either Tamasiga Guna or Rajasiga Guna, you are not reaching towards Nirguna. You are more and more encouraging those habits inside you. You are basically reinforcing these habits. When you reinforce these habits again and again, there is a chance that you go away from Nirguna because of the character you enforce, you reinforce. Even though you are a Nirguna, because of the desire you are so possessive of, you change the color of Nirguna to something else. If it is either it's Rajasiga or Tamasiga, then you are reinforcing these characters over and over again. In your life, in a day-to-day activities, in 24/7, if you are empowering these gunas inside you, then where is the time to empower the other guna, which is Sattviga Guna? Sattviga Guna has been considered as very calm guna, very mild, light and blissful guna, which can take you very close to Nirguna. So practicing or evolving yourself from Tamasiga to Rajasiga and Rajasiga to Sattviga can take you close to Nirguna. That is why in those days Sattviga Guna has been considered as very highly evolved. Soul will produce Sattviga Guna. It is not coming just by the ideology here is, it is not acquired by just like that. It has been acquired by several days and several years of practice or repeated or reinforcement. Then you settle down with that guna. You cannot pretend that you have a Sattviga Guna. You cannot pretend that you have a Rajasiga Guna. Or you cannot pretend that you have Tamasiga Guna. Any pretension, any pretending habit will never take you there. It make you worse. See, if you do not accept who you are, then learning or evolving is impossible. You can go on pretending that you are this, which means you know that who you are, but you are covering up with outer layer, projection, that you are totally a different person. You might be having a Rajasiga Guna by birth, but you always project yourself as Sattviga Guna because you might have learned the scriptures and texts in the past. So you want to attain Sattviga Guna so that you project yourself as Sattviga Guna, but your real character is Rajasiga Guna, which you never attempt to evolve, but all you are doing is painting on top of it. The color is not going to change just by painting. It's like painting a cow, painting a tiger, or painting something else, donkey, to a white color, pretending that it's a cow. How long it is going to stay? That is not evolving. That is why most of the people make a mistake by thinking that they are evolving. They just suppress. And the suppression will never take you to evolving stage. Evolving means you are naturally and organically, transformation is called evolve. If you don't transform, then it is just pretending. And that pretending thing will never take you anywhere. It's becoming more and more, you just stay in the same place. You never evolve or never transform. You just keep on projecting that you are something else. You know it inside who you are. That is why you have to first accept and understand and give acceptance to yourself. That is why my ultimate fix is to fix yourself. Come to the reality, ground zero first, then start from there. It's very difficult to come to a ground reality because at this point in time you may not be knowing what is the ground reality is. That is why first, even to attempt to understand what is my ground reality, you have to get rid of lot of junks which is there inside you, so that you get a clarity of where I have to start. So when you evolve, when you transform your Rajasiga and Tamasiga gunas to Sattviga guna, now the Sattviga guna will help you to transform and transcend all the gunas and understanding the Nirguna, the Parabrahman. That is why it's very essential in this life. See, the whole life, if you born as an apple tree, you hold the memory of apple tree and you never become an orange tree. You just hold the memory of apple tree and you are an apple tree. If you take any birth on the planet Earth as somebody else other than a human, you always have a one choice to hold that memory of that particular birth kind, and then you cannot transform into something else. But as a human, you have the capacity of consciousness, capacity of evolving and transformation from this Tamasiga to Rajasiga and then to Sattviga. So transformation is possible only in human life, I would say. There are other exceptions are there where some animals transform, but all the human has a potentiality of transformation. A cognitive shift can happen within them if they practice, if they try, if they persevere, if they wish. The possibility is already there. All you have to do is execute that. So, in your lifetime, you have a great opportunity to transform all your color, the gunas, to reach Nirguna with no character or no character in memory. That is what it is, right? So, you do not hold or possess one memory inside you and you will lose your personality. Derailing personality is spirituality. So, your personality will be given up in the sense you don't hold the memory of who you are strongly. You don't possess that. You don't possess your identity. You just let go your identity. So when you come to Sattviga guna, which is more calm and quiet, understanding the reality, all your upliftment will lead you to understand Nirguna. You more and more you understand Nirguna, Brahman, consciousness, the God's particle within you. For that, you need to continuously expand yourself, evolve yourself. Continuous bombardment of these things. How do I do this? That's why I'm saying the recognition is one phase and solution is a second phase. Let us recognize first. Let us come to a ground reality first, and then we will find a solution. But even recognition itself is a problem then how do you find a solution? Problem recognition is the first step to find a solution. So let us do a problem recognition in the sense, let me understand, let me remove all my pseudo characters, all my pseudo lifestyle, all my pseudo whatever it is. Let me remove one by one. If you remove the pseudo-ness inside you, you start expressing who you are. When you start expressing and live 100% of accepting who you are, now you start evolving. Now you start transforming. Because the more and more you bombard with this external stimuli with your original character, how long you are going to do the same thing? You evolve. You have to evolve. That is your nature. So the Rajasiga, Tamasiga and all these things will be evolved to Sattvika. And then Sattvika also continuously, when you express, when you be yourself, you evolve into Nirguna. So it is very essential to first break your pseudo character. That doesn't fall under all the three characters. It's something else which is not there. It's a wrapper. You put some pseudo you in front of you. We have to break that first. Break that barrier to be yourself. Accept yourself and live with yourself. If you live as somebody else, then you never get satisfaction. You never be completed yourself. At the end of life, at the end of the day, you always feel that I am somebody else. I am living somebody else's life. We saw the karma, the agamya karma, wherein which we never satisfied with ourselves because we continuously borrow ideas and lifestyle from others, and we would like to live their life. When you have the pseudo character, the pseudo guna wrapping on top of who you are, of course you have all the three guna as I said before, but what is predominant and how you suppress all these three gunas because of various inputs of society, various people would have been modified you the way they want to see you, would have been had a conditioning inside you, and the conditioning lead to suppression, and the suppression lead to depression. Conditioning, suppression and depression. So let us break the pseudo ego, pseudo character inside you. Let us express and evolve and transform into Sattvika Guna. And once you express your Guna, it is very normal, or it's very, what you call that as, very natural that your Guna will get transformed. Your Guna will be evolved in this lifespan of time so that you flower beautifully without any hindrance. And this world is more than enough. This life is more than enough to make you into those one. All we need to do is remove our pseudo character, a pseudo you within you, so that you express as you are, so that it get evolved. I wish you all the very best, and we will move on to yogasanas now. Thank you.